we will pay attention to manufacturing to see how much material is stolen from the storeroom, and what is the cost of this material, and the misuse of material in the factory where a lot of material is wasted. Okay, so the first thing that you must take into account is they want you to work out what is the meters of material. So don't use the money, you must just work with the meters when you do this calculation. Okay, so if I look at this is my opening balance plus the purchases during the year, less the amount that's left over at the end of the year, and that is the raw materials that was issued to the factory. So it means I must take the 2,800 opening balance plus the material purchased minus the 1,400 at the end of the year minus the amount that was issued to the factory. And if there was no wastage, there should not be any meters that was lost. In this case, there was 200 meters lost. Now, how does this happen? It means that material was stolen from the factory warehouse. So what can they do to improve the situation? You have to keep regular stock take to ensure that the amount of material in the storeroom is the correct amount of what you received and what was issued. And if there's a shortage, they must pay attention to it immediately to prevent it to happen in the future again. So it means in the storeroom they must have a proper detailed stock records to indicate the movement of material, what is bought that comes into the storeroom, what goes out of the storeroom. There must be a rotation from staff members, division of duties, so that the same person is not responsible for buying the goods, receiving the goods, and paying the goods, because then that person has too much control and they can actually steal some of this material for their private use. You can improve the security in the storeroom so that only people who work in the storeroom is allowed to go into the storeroom, and other staff members are not allowed to go in there, and then material is lost when anybody can just take things out of the storeroom. They normally have lockers outside the storeroom, so the people who work in the storeroom must lock their bags and things in the lockers so that they don't take bags into the storeroom, because then it's easy to steal things and put it in the bag. So at the end of the day, they must go out of the storeroom, nothing in their hands, and they're only allowed to take their bag with them. Okay, so if we look at the wasted material in the factory, then we see that they say that we produce 7,800 bags and you use 1.5 meters for it. So if I take 7,800 meters times the R1.50, it means that what you actually used in the factory was 11,700 meters. How much was issued to the factory? 14,240 meters. So it means the material that was wasted was 2,540. So how can you prevent this? You can improve training so that the people know how to cut out the material, that it's not wasted. You can have senior staff members to do supervision and teach the junior people to use the material better. You can use the offcuts of the material to make smaller other items that you can also sell that can improve your income. Okay, calculate the total costs. Now we're going to work with the money. So first of all, there was 200 meters missing in the storeroom, and wasted in the factory was 2,540 meters. So the total number of meters lost is 2,740. They tell you that the material costs 123 Rand per meter, delivery cost is 2 Rand per meter. The same principle applies that you have in inventory, that the cost price of the material plus all expenses to get it to your premises form part of the cost price. So it means that this 2 Rand will also form part of the cost price. So I will multiply the loss of the material with the 125 Rand cost per meter, and that gives me 342,500 Rand that was lost. What will the effect be on your financial statements as a result of this loss? Your inventory will decrease. You will have to write off inventory losses. That will go to your income statement. So it means your profit will decrease, of course your cost of sales will increase.